for those of you who are listening and not watching, we are all currently sitting here with no base makeup on.
At all.
I don't know why we're doing this.
It was the lab. It was
The lab studios were like, hey guys, how do you feel about doing your makeup on camera?
To be honest, it's a good idea. Don't get me wrong, but it's just, it's a good idea as in the concept, not
It is a good concept. That's
it.
why we caved in and we said,
Yes.
listen, we will do just our base and we'll leave our eye makeup on.
So we kept our eye makeup on and
because we can't be caught lashless.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh my God. I
Right?
love that.
that's cute.
And plus, like, if I did my eyeliner on camera while I'm trying to talk,
I feel like maybe that's a season 2 situation.
yeah, I feel like we can upgrade to that.
we can work
Yeah.
our
Yeah.
way there. But
I
our
think more
confidence
like, no,
is
I
not.
wouldn't. Oh yeah, you said season 2, yeah? I thought you
Yeah.
said episode 2. I was
No, like
this
a
is
season
episode
2.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyways, guys, welcome to episode 2
Welcome to K Doll
of our K Dolls podcast. I feel like we should really, since we're all sitting here doing our makeup,
talk about makeup.
I feel like we should talk about
That's
makeup
such a
trends.
great idea.
Can I just say a quick disclaimer?
Yeah.
Because people are gonna be rolling
Okay.
on their seats.
Okay.
Please don't freak out how I do my makeup because I do not do it right. I don't do it
No,
right.
you don't do it wrong, Emery.
Yeah.
There's ways around.
No,
what
like
you
as
do.
in like give me an example. When I go on live or I'm doing anything, people will like to me, isn't your sister a makeup artist? Does she
Doesn't
not teach you what to do?
Ignore.
I know. But I'm just saying I like the way I do my makeup. It might not be the conventional way. It's just
No
the whole-
judgment here.
It's just
No
wrong. But it
judgment.
turns out right. I can't
No
explain it.
judgment zone.
Yeah.
No judgment zone.
Yeah.
guys?
You're all good, Emery. Nothing
So
to worry about.
I think it's so crazy how right now, obviously, there's so many steps to us doing our makeup.
Yeah.
Like there's contouring, there's base, there's foundation, there's
Mm-hmm.
concealer. But AMK, especially when you were growing up, I just remember like
No, please.
Flat.
When
Like,
I was
not
when I was
on.
growing up, there was no there was lashes, but we didn't really wear lashes until I was like I reckon 22,
It's more like clumpy
23.
mascara.
It was like mascara. It was the matte. Does everyone remember the Maybelline matte foundation that came in a little tub thing? It was literally just foundation.
Okay.
Matte, like one color with your lips all one tone, or one color with your lips all one tone.
Crystal dirtied the microphone.
So,
Yeah, Marie.
and
Can I have a tissue?
It's okay, we'll clean it after.
I got on my hands.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Oh no, guys. Sorry.
Sorry to.
Technical difficulty.
it was all one all one shade. There was no what do you call it? Like not contouring, but there was no dimension. There was no dimension.
Yeah.
It was all one shade, and there was like a bit of blush, a bit of I wouldn't even say
There wasn't
bronzer at
much
the time.
blush, though.
There was definitely no contour. I don't remember contouring.
Yeah.
Mascara, eyeshadow, a little bit of eyeliner, but that's basically what it was. Like,
And I remember like the nude lips.
yeah.
Like it was just a nude.
I
Like,
did
you
not-
basically
I didn't even
put
wear lip
foundation
liner.
Yeah,
lips.
it was just concealer on the lips. No lip liner, nothing. Like I don't
Yeah.
know what we were doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was crazy. Like
That's
it was so
crazy.
funny. It's just funny how makeup changes.
I know.
Like, but the thing is, makeup trends change so fast.
Yeah.
I feel like
Especially now with social
yeah.
media.
Now it's faster.
There's always things trending. Like
Always.
I feel like they come up with names for different looks as well. Crystal, you'll know a lot about that with your ballerina makeup tutorial.
Guys, the
I don't even
ballerina
know.
community came for Crystal.
No, like I did this. So this is what happened. I did this really cute pinky glowy look, and at the end of it, I don't name my looks until I finish filming. And then I looked at the end of it. I'm like, okay, what does this look like to me? What kind of look? Like, is it a smoky eye look?
Like sometimes
is it
like
sultry
keywords.
glam?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then when I showed the girls, though, we both said it's like very like ballerina core. It's giving that vibe of ballerina.
Yeah, it was giving like
I
cute
did-
ballet vibes, like pink colors. Yeah. It
I
was very
didn't like
blushy.
mean it as in this is what ballerinas do for their makeup when they perform, or this is like an everyday ballerina look. I posted it. I named it ballerina core makeup look.
ballerina
As you
ballet
would,
core.
ballet core, just
Yeah.
like the aesthetic of it. It was the vibe.
Yeah.
Oh my god, the ballerinas came for me.
The ballerinas attacked
They
Crystal.
attacked
No, they
me.
literally
They
attacked her.
attacked you.
And like they were saying, like what was one of the comments like they took us so brutally, like as in like.
But we love them though.
No, of course.
It's just so
no,
cute.
it
Like
was
they,
just-
because
it was
they
just funny
see
how
it in a different way.
Yeah, it was funny how they interpreted it. I
Yeah,
think
like
using
yours-
They
the
took it so
word.
personally.
I know.
Yeah, like
Like-
it wasn't directed at ballerinas.
It was just ballet
ballet
aesthetic.
inspired. Like if you
Yeah.
go on Pinterest and you write ballet core,
What
you
comes
know?
up is like that vibe, pinky, glowy,
Yeah.
like very romantic vibe. Like one of the girls I think said, "Oh, all this sweat, blood and tears and us and training overtime and this is what you want to associate with ballerinas.
Oh no.
And I was like, absolutely, like, I appreciate everything you do as a ballerina, but like has nothing got to do with that.
Yeah, that wasn't the point.
That wasn't obviously.
It was just an
fun.
aesthetic.
And then they all like started like commenting on that comment and they all came from me. I was like, oh my God, I'm just going to leave her. I'm not going to
Crystal,
reply.
don't go to any ballet studios.
Anytime we say ballet, now the word we all think about Crystal getting attacked.
Oh my God.
So
So
Oh my God,
crazy.
that's
there was like,
insane.
so there was like clean girl aesthetic and then mob wife aesthetic and then
People attacked me as well for doing mob wife.
why?
Really?
They're like, how's that an aesthetic?
But that was actually trending.
It was trending.
It's
I
not
was
your
just- I was
fault.
like,
You
it's
didn't
just-
even.
Yes, it
you
was
make
like-
trends, but you didn't
like
make that
I don't
trend.
disagree that it was like a smoky eye, but like that's what it was called. That's what everyone was doing.
It's just like a cute
Yeah.
keyword, you know, to like categorize
Yeah, exactly. A
those
makeup
colors
look.
and
Yeah.
that vibe, like that overall vibe.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Makeup trends, they just change so quickly now. Like even with me there, I've always had straight eyebrows.
Yeah.
I feel since I was
Oh,
little.
you're so lucky because I have to literally wax all mine.
Yeah. But you guys have like cut off the ends
Exactly.
of your brows.
Yep.
Crystal literally shaved off her eyebrows, like
I
half of them
literally
at one
shaved it
point.
off. Literally.
Yeah.
And everyone thought I got a facelift.
I'm dead.
Like even till now, some people think I have a facelift because of the way my brows sit. I'm like, no, trust me, girl, just shave your eyebrows and you'll look exactly the same.
People don't realize how much eyebrows literally change
It
the shape
changes
of your
your whole
face. It
When I
changes
tell
everything.
you, I
Literally.
look back at photos of myself before I made my eyebrows straight, and I would never. I would never.
We
But
should actually insert, like, we'll find photos later. We'll insert the photos.
I look cute. I'm not going to put myself down, but I don't.
Yeah, but
I
we'll
would never
show the
again.
difference it makes to our
Yeah,
face.
and
It makes
also
such a
like
big difference.
I wax my own eyebrows. I like trying to do everything myself when I can, and I take off the fronts.
Yeah.
So technically, like if you,
But you also take off too much of your eyebrows.
I agree. I always tell you.
we don't need negative
Like,
in this
you-
podcast.
No,
No,
Negativity.
it's
There's like a line of how much to take off your eyebrows.
No, I
and
know,
then you like
but
press the.
I feel like it enhances my face, and I
Yeah.
feel like any professional eyebrow artists are probably going to disagree with me, and I agree with you
And
too
that's
because
okay,
you
as
know,
long as
no,
you're
because
happy.
they know what's right.
Yeah.
But I don't do it right. I just do it.
You do it the way you want to do it.
I do it the way I feel like maybe if I was like a bit more open minded and allowed myself to try it in my way, but with a professional opinion.
Yeah.
I
I
feel
mean,
like-
when I go get my brows done professionally, when I go to Belinda and she does my brows, like she's so patient with me and I show her the way I want my brows, but people still comment on the videos I did, like, why do you want your brows like that? Like, that's horrible. But
Because
like,
it's just the way that you like it.
the way I like them to sit. And then when I do my makeup, it makes the hugest difference, the way it makes my face sit.
Yeah.
I get that. I feel like it's really important to do things like obviously there's trends, right?
Yeah.
The trend was the straight eyebrows, and maybe initially we tried the straight eyebrows because of the trend,
Yeah.
and then I realized I would
That
never
that's
go
what you
back
like.
regardless of
I
how the
will never
trends
go back
change,
to,
right?
oh,
I might change
Nah.
it slightly,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But I think it's actually a good thing that we brought this up because I think it's important to know that when things change, especially trends and things got to do, let's say with makeup, for example, for now, it's okay to try it because it's trending,
Yeah.
but it's also okay not to like it.
Exactly.
And it's also okay to know that there might be trends that just don't suit us or
Yeah.
a person
Yeah.
and to be okay with
like
that.
for example,
Give me an
clean
example.
girl
oh,
aesthetic.
please. I was literally thinking that.
Clean
I
girl
can't do
said-
that.
Clean girl.
No, I can't do clean girl
my
aesthetic.
hair in a bun.
No.
No, clean girl makeup makes me
No,
look like
but
I have a dirty
let me
face.
tell you something. Yes, let me tell you something.
That's what
No.
it does.
If my makeup, if I'm not doing my makeup properly, I'm not doing my makeup at all.
no.
No.
Am I leaving
Look,
the house?
I can-
No, I can't. I can't do
I
it.
can't even have lashes on and a bit of lip liner because I think that looks really weird on my face without makeup.
Yeah. I don't
Like,
know.
it looks like something's
I've,
missing.
I've tried to do clean girl aesthetic. It looks terrifying on me. I don't know.
Marie, AMK, you won't even leave the house.
I don't leave the
Without
house without
makeup.
unless
makeup.
you are like dressed
No.
to the
I do
top.
not, guys.
Like the way you do your makeup to a wedding is the way you do your
Guys,
makeup every day.
My makeup is the same. Maybe when I go to a wedding, yes, I take my time a little bit more.
Yeah.
But
But that's-
add a little
it's
bit more
still the
color.
same.
But it's the same. I'm
Yeah.
prepared for life.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
But what I was trying to say before, so I don't know if I lost my train of thought.
You were saying like how
Yeah.
like if trends are changing doesn't mean
Trends
you
are
have to follow it.
yeah. And also, once the trend is over, if you really like that, continue doing it.
You don't have to not do it because they're out of trend.
That's why I think it's like so important just to like example, I like straight eyebrows. Yes, maybe I wax off too much of my eyebrows, but I like it.
Yes.
And you have to do what makes you happy because at the end of the day, you're the one living in this vibe. So you need to
Exactly.
like the way you look at all
Like
times.
if I'm going to be honest, I sometimes look back and I think, how did I even let my like brows or did my even
Yeah.
my eyeshadow or stuff. But lately, I think it's been the longest time I've liked the way I looked over the past couple of months that I don't want to change anything.
Yeah.
So I feel like I found like
Well-
a rough idea of what that really suits my face no matter what.
Yeah.
And then I work around it depending on the occasion or what type of look we're
Yeah.
going for.
I just think, don't look at me while I'm doing my makeup,
No.
Crystal. You're not allowed to look at
I
me.
feel like I'm being judged not by Crystal now, but by everyone watching the podcast.
I'm more scared for Crystal to look at me because she's like, after everything
I'm
I've
scared
taught
to look at
you.
myself because I'm not sure how this
Guys,
light
I
is
don't-
gonna
don't
work.
judge me. It's
To
gonna
be
turn
honest,
out
I
I
can
don't
barely
know.
see. I can
I
barely
know
see,
the
but it's
lighting
fine.
isn't the best,
We're
but
just
we're
gonna wing
working
it.
I'm
with what
making
we
it
got.
work.
It's
Like-
not our normal beauty lights, but so don't judge, guys.
What were you going to say, Jazzy?
I was just saying that trends with makeup, I feel like are a lot less harmful than trends with body.
Oh, 100%.
Oh,
Because-
don't get me started.
The hardest thing is like when there's like trends with your body type. Like when you were
Yeah.
growing up, it was Victoria's Secret body or nothing.
No, literally.
You know what I mean? And
Yep.
that was like, it was skinny culture,
Yep.
Paris Hilton.
Yeah, hot. Don't get me wrong.
and
If I
they're
look like
all
that,
hot.
if that was my
Nothing
natural
wrong with
element,
that.
I will
Nothing
own that.
wrong with being a Victoria's Secret model.
Yeah.
But I just think that that's probably the most harmful because, you know, if you like the trend on yourself, that's one thing. If it's genuinely going to make you more confident or make you learn something about yourself, I got concealer on the microphone.
Say that again.
If it's genuinely going to make you like learn something about yourself and not be harmful, I think it's fun to try different things
1,000,000%.
and experiment different things.
As long as you're doing it the healthy way.
Yeah.
And as long as you're doing it for yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But if you're gonna like fall into trends that much where it's like, oh well, now curvy bodies are trending, and
Now I
how
have to
many
do everything in my
girls
power to do that.
got
yeah.
BBLs just because it was a trend? Don't get me wrong. Like if it's something that you actually want to do,
what you want,
and you've
yeah.
really thought about it, and you've actually taken the time to think about it,
Yeah.
then it's okay, of course.
Yeah.
You know, but if it's something that you're doing because it's like, oh well, you know, this person is now everywhere,
Yeah.
and that's the ideal body at this time.
Yeah.
You know, you're going to look back and you're going to be depressed about a huge change you've made
Yeah.
to your body.
Yeah.
And I think that that's so harmful to young girls. Like I remember when I was in school, even just something so small as lip filler, right?
Yeah.
Like I've always wanted to get lip filler. Always.
Yeah.
But I
Same.
can't do it.
Same,
like,
same. I think we're all in that
I think
same
we've
boat.
all
I can
wanted
take one
it.
for the team and
We-
I can try and I'll be the experiment.
We've
You'll be
all
the
wanted
guinea
to
pig.
I'll
do
be the-
it if
I'll-
we know it's going to actually end up looking nice and
Yeah.
natural, but we've never actually done it. And I feel like a big part of that is because I think in our age group, sort of, when we were growing up, it wasn't really as trendy.
It wasn't as common.
It wasn't as common.
It was very random when
Whereas
people
I
getting
think
unless
it
we
was-
didn't know.
Exactly.
But it was very random.
I think it was like just after me when the next sort of generation started coming up, it started becoming like, I remember, Crystal, when you were teaching in school,
Yeah, and
there was
all-
a lot of like 13-year-olds, 14-year-olds
Yeah.
saying they're getting lip filler. I'm like,
talking about when
Getting
they
lip
finish
filler.
school, they're going to get lip
yeah.
filler.
Like, do you know how much
Which
my
was very
face has
scary.
changed
Yeah.
since I was 13, 14
My
years old?
face has changed
Yeah.
dramatically, even every year as
Every
I'm
year.
a
Yeah.
full-grown adult.
100%.
Everything changes so much.
I feel like that's like such a harmful thing to fall into that trap
Yeah.
of like, now I have to get lip filler because everyone's having it. And now I have to do this because everyone's having it. It's like, I think that I'm just really, really scared for the younger generation who are
gonna
not
be
going
harder,
to
yeah.
be able to like make that decision for themselves,
Yeah.
you know, and society's going
But
to put it
that's-
on them.
Yeah, that's why you need to like really like we're all for do what you want. Like full stop. I don't care what it is.
Anything.
Do whatever you want as long
Yeah.
as it makes you happy and
Yeah.
as long as it's not obviously harming.
And don't do
Or
it for anyone else
yeah.
but yourself. Like,
But
make sure you actually
What
want
breaks my heart, yes, exactly, is when people are doing things. Okay, you can do it for society, right? Which yeah, I get it. It's very easily, you know, we'll all do it. We change little bits and pieces to
Yeah.
keep up with society standards, you know?
Or trends.
That's very normal. But when it comes to things that are like life changing, like things that are maybe irreversible or hard to reverse,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's when it becomes a problem. Makeup trends, then wax your eyebrows
Makeup,
off, they
you can
grow
take,
back.
Yeah, exactly. Makeup, you
Thick
take it off,
lashes,
it's
you
not a
can
big
take
deal.
them off.
Some
It's
people
really-
have had their eyebrows not grow back, by the way.
That's
Okay.
true.
So
Especially,
be careful.
especially our mums. Our mums always
Yeah.
tell us we all thin out our eyebrows and they don't grow
I
back.
got makeup on.
Yeah.
But
my
yeah,
God,
so
what I
like,
was telling
but
you.
oh, sorry.
It's okay.
But what's
Patience.
I think what's most important is that you're doing it for yourself. And what breaks my heart, one thing that I noticed a lot especially when I was like mentoring and doing the personal, because obviously the personal training led to mentoring. Like people actually hired me to mentor their daughters or students and stuff like that.
Yeah.
One thing that I was seeing a lot of is girls changing themselves to make their partner happy.
Yeah, that's
that's sad.
horrible.
In the sense where not only like, oh, I want my partner to always have makeup on and wear this type of clothes. So the girl dresses like that.
And you know what's crazy about that, just on that topic, that usually the partners change after they've been with them for like 2-3 years, or they're now engaged, for instance, and then they change on them. They want them to change.
No, exactly. Oh, like as in like
I'm
when you
saying
meet someone.
Yeah, like they love you for the way you are at the beginning, and then they try to change you.
Slowly.
That's
Slowly.
ridiculous.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
And that's, you know what? That's like so bad, because I've seen situations where that maybe the girl or the guy, but most like from experiences that I heard, the girl don't have close friends or family to be like to them, oh, hey, this is what's happening.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
but
it's
sometimes
not-
also it's just
it's like a mind
you
game.
get so convinced by your partner.
Yeah, and it's so
and you get
slow.
so insecure from them.
Exactly. Or they'll be like, okay, I want my girlfriend to wear, example, less tight clothes or showing their skin less. So it's some guys or some people, instead of just saying it directly, which some people do anyway, and the girls follow or the partner follows, is they'll make sly comments. Like, oh, you look, that looks a bit funny on you.
Yeah.
You know,
Are you really going to wear that?
are you really going to wear that? Or that you look silly in that hat.
Yeah.
Like that's happened to me in the
Or
past.
dating a guy, right? And I'm going to speak from experiences that we've heard.
Yep.
When a girl dates a guy who is like, the girl is very petite and small.
Yeah.
And then the guy purposefully, or in maybe without even realizing, will go ahead and just like a bunch of really curvy like Instagram models photos
And
on social media.
Yeah.
Like that's indirectly telling
Saying
your
that's
partner
what
that
I'm
you're not
interested-
good
yeah.
enough
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
me. And that's so disrespectful. Like if there's something that you're attracted to that you want, you
Go
should
for
just
that.
go for that and leave
Or
everyone else alone.
don't be disrespectful to your partner.
You know, because that's so unfair. Like
Literally.
everyone deserves to feel confident in who they are. And if there's something that they're just personally insecure about that they've tried to do the work on and they can't change, then they can make that decision for themselves.
Yeah.
You know,
True.
not because of someone else's
I
like
agree.
persuasion.
That's why, like, no matter what you do in life, guys, for everyone listening, whatever you want, at the end of the day, don't let anyone make you feel bad for choosing things that you want to do, whether it's naturally changing things, whether it's getting surgery, whatever it is, you do what makes you happy, because at the end of the day, as long as you're doing it for you, that's all that matters, because you will never regret it if you're doing it for you.
Exactly.
But if you think that you might regret it, then that's when you should take the steps to think, okay,
Why am I doing this? Is
Why
it
am I
really
doing
for me?
this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and I feel like, I don't know if this is the case. Like I know, like example of the weight loss surgery, we had to see a psychologist prior.
Yeah.
And we had to get approved.
Yeah.
To get the surgery, because they wanted to make sure that we you wanted to do it.
Yeah.
Right? Because we've
And you know the
they're not being
outcome as well,
persuaded
things that
exactly, and
come with it.
the pros and cons.
Yeah.
I don't know how it is, but I'm hoping in other surgeries, big or small, maybe more cosmetic, that they have to see a
I
psychologist.
think they
you
do,
reckon?
not all of them, but maybe possibly more extreme ones.
Okay, I don't know if we should put that in, but if we do,
that's
you guys
okay.
choose.
Yeah.
No, I think it's fine.
I think it's fine.
Like I think, you know,
Sorry.
so important to just make those try trends. They're fun, like they're exciting, but always remember who you are at the end of the day, and that you're gonna do it only to make yourself more
And
confident.
never, ever,
Exactly.
ever change yourself for nobody.
Anyone.
Nobody.
For anyone.
And if someone doesn't love you or accept you
Yeah.
or respect you the way that you are, or the way what makes you you sack them.
They
even
don't
though it
deserve
hurts.
you.
Even if it hurts and you feel like, you don't want to be alone, or you feel like you don't want to have no friends or whatever.
Yeah.
But just trust me.
They're not
in
your
the
friends
long
in the
term-
first place if they're like
Exactly.
that.
Exactly. Or if your partner is making you feel some kind of way and you're too scared to leave them, do you get what I mean? Or break up because you don't want to be single. Just think in the long term, you're going to be like you're going to lose yourself. And if you lose yourself, you're going to be unhappy forever.
That's the saddest thing.
Yeah.
you
And I
know?
see
It's
it
the
all the
saddest thing
time.
when you see people lose themselves. Like,
Yeah.
even if you're not close to them, but when you see it happen, and because you're not close to them, you don't really feel like you can say anything.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
When you're not, yeah.
It's like, it's
know
not
what you
your
mean.
place to say
It's
anything,
not like
but,
your place.
but you know over time that they're changing, and you can tell while they conversate with you that they're not who they want to be, or they're trying to be away because of their partner, or for whatever no matter the situation.
Yeah.
It's just so sad to think, because you just want to be like, are you happy?
Yeah.
Are you okay? But you also don't want to overstep your boundaries.
Yeah, I think that's like, what do
Maybe
you
that's
guys,
a lot of concealer on your forehead. Why is there a plump of concealer on your?
I'm not finished.
I know, but like it just went really heavy there. You don't need.
Crystal, I mean,
I don't.
I actually have a lot of anxiety right now about my makeup because
No,
I'm
you're doing
hot.
good. You're doing good.
And
I
feel-
also can't really see properly, but
I'm half of. I'm making it work. I'm imagining it. So
I'm
let's hope it
imagining.
comes through on
I'm using
camera.
my imagination.
You know what? The podcast is more important than how we look right now.
Exactly.
So we'll focus on that, and then if it doesn't look the best, doesn't matter.
That's okay.
It is what it is.
We will
We're just
forgive.
letting it out there.
We will forgive the podcast gods.
Yes.
It's fine.
No, but yeah. I mean, did you feel like when it came to like your clients and stuff, when you were talking about like body and stuff, after you spoke to them, like to understand, like, you know, everyone has different body type. What's funny?
Sorry, I'm just laughing at AMK. She's like, why?
I'm trying to get the. I'm actually gonna stop reading. Yeah,
What's wrong?
I'm hot, but it's okay.
You okay?
I'm okay. Yeah.
All right, just
We got
focus.
this.
No,
Continue.
yeah. Do you feel like after you,
Crystal, why is your makeup almost done?
it's not.
You're giving me
I was just-
stress.
Like, do you feel like
I'm
they
done.
understood, like when you were explaining to them about like body types and stuff? Like, did a lot of them
yeah.
understand or like kind of go back to their own ways?
No, most of the time they understood because sometimes they just need to be reminded.
woken up kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I
So
mean?
true.
And like at the end of the day, they were hiring me at the time to actually help them with their bodies. So they were taking
the
a lot of what I was
initiative,
saying
yeah.
into consideration.
Yeah, I
You
think
know?
that's a big thing as well because you were in that field. You know, they're gonna trust your opinion.
Yeah. So when
It's harder coming from like a mum or a dad saying like,
Yeah.
"Oh no, you're beautiful. You don't need to change anything." It's like, "Oh well, you're my mum.
Like,
You know,
you
you're
have
my
to
dad.
say that,
Like
yeah.
you obviously are gonna love me the way I am." But I think when someone who's in such an important role, like when you being their trainer, you know, hearing that from you is like way more powerful
Yeah.
because you're someone in a position to like actually emotionally persuade them. Like if
Yeah.
you as a trainer, like if someone gets a personal trainer who's like saying, "You're not doing good enough," that you have to see they're gonna think, "Oh yeah, I'm hiring this person. They're right. Like
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
the professional.
Yeah.
Like you were the professional in that
yeah.
situation."
And I think the good thing is about example why I feel like girls like to not listen to me but like take my advice so highly. Okay.
I'm sorry guys,
I
our
can-
feet are going numb.
I can't feel my foot.
Yeah, I'm really sorry,
But
baby.
yeah, I think one of the reasons also why people wanted to like hear what I had to say and, you know, take my advice on board, even outside of personal training online when I was sharing my story and stuff like that. I think it's because like we've experienced both extremes of negative body image.
Yeah.
You know, everyone knows recently I've done the weight loss surgery. I lost a lot of weight, the weight loss surgery. But when I was younger, I lost 30 kilos by myself.
Yeah.
Prior to losing the 30 kilos, I was so insecure and I was trying to get the Miranda Kerr because at the time that was
my
the
God,
ideal
Miranda
body
Kerr, she's so
image.
hot.
I know she's so amazing.
Yeah.
But obviously that was very far off my aesthetic.
Yeah.
Sorry, that was very far from my genetics. I was trying to achieve that body goal.
Yeah.
So when I first lost the weight, the 30 kilos, I was happy, but I was not content.
You
And
weren't
I
really
was-
confident.
I wasn't confident because I was like, no, I've lost all this weight, but I'm still not what I need to look like. What I needed to look like in my brain at the time was Miranda Kerr,
Yeah.
example. And
That's because you, like, set
that
that
was
in your
before
head.
I
That was, like,
understood
your
the
standard.
genetics
Yeah.
whole thing.
No, I know.
So I was just like, it's all I saw was like big and skinny. You know what I mean? Or
you didn't see.
I didn't see shape and
healthy and living life. with it. It's
mindset,
just like
nothing.
this and that.
Exactly. But that's what I was, you know, taught. You know,
Yeah.
that's what I
That's
was
what was
We
in
all
the
grew
media
up
at
to
the
believe. Yeah, it was
time.
in the media.
I didn't
so
know
heavily.
any other difference. I didn't know anything different. And then obviously like as not everyone knows, but you know, when you went through anorexia when
Yeah.
you were younger and you
That was a
even though
lovely
we're all
time.
sisters, right? We all have the same basically genetics, but Crystal, you are more petite. You know, you have smaller framework.
Yeah.
You do. Smaller shoulders,
To an
smaller
extent.
bones. Yeah. So you had the body shape more towards the Miranda Kerr
Yeah.
ideal.
And mind you, I literally wasn't eating.
You
to
weren't
get
eating,
that.
but also you were
I
depressed.
wasn't happy. I
You
wasn't
weren't
even happy with the way I looked.
And after seeing you go through that, and obviously, you know, obviously it was a very hard time for us, but after
Yeah.
you got better and we moved from it, I realized that it's not about, you know,
How you
look
look, yeah.
and how big you are, how skinny you are. It's about being healthy, yes,
Yeah.
but it's how you see yourself and how you love yourself,
Yeah.
which is why I started Move with AMK.
Yeah.
So going off what Jazzy said, or what you asked, sorry, like, do people take it on board? I feel like because we have that experience and because we genuinely has seen both sides of it,
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like girls wanted to trust in what I said
Yeah.
because it came from a place of care.
Yeah.
Because like I really want girls to feel beautiful
Yeah,
and
like
love
you've
themselves.
You've seen Crystal, who was the ideal body type
The
at
ideal
the
body
time,
type.
and
Yep.
she was depressed.
Yep.
you went from being overweight to losing weight on your own. You did it all by yourself at that time.
Yeah.
And you were depressed.
Yeah.
So it's like, it doesn't matter if you're big or if you're skinny or if you're the ideal body type or not.
Yeah.
You're still going to be depressed if you haven't learned to actually love yourself first.
1,000,000%.
And you have to actually love yourself and want to care for yourself and want the best for yourself, not to put yourself in a position where you're mentally unstable or you're always comparing yourself.
Yep.
You need to do that work first. And as you lose weight and get healthier or get fitter, whatever your journey may be, or put on weight to become healthier, you're going to actually be coming from a place where you're caring for yourself.
Exactly.
Not from a place where you hate yourself and you're like, I need to be different and I need to be somebody else.
Yeah, and that's actually like a good point, because I think one thing people don't realize is that regardless of what stage you are at with your, I guess, self-love journey, whether it's got to do with weight or whether it's got to do with just confidence or a both or whatever it is, you have to try to love yourself
The whole way
every
through,
single step of the way.
Yeah.
That's something I think I struggle with the most.
Yeah.
Out of both of you.
Yeah.
Out of all three of us.
Yeah.
Both of you. Like,
You
I feel
like-
like I struggle.
And I think, Crystal, because you went through anorexia,
It's hard.
it doesn't really leave. Like,
Yeah, it's
you know,
still
you
always
do the
there.
work every single day to bring
To
yourself
fight
to a
it.
good mindset and to
Yeah,
fight it. And I
exactly.
think that you don't give yourself enough credit for how good you do.
yeah, that's
You
really
know,
true.
and
You.
yeah, and you just always like self.
We're not crying. I said it like that.
There's no crying. Just
Jasmine,
please.
don't cry. Jasmine, no, we're just Jasmine. Jazzy K. Jazzy K.
Guys, not why I look like this.
No crying.
My makeup's not cute enough to cry.
It's not set yet with powder.
Anyways, I'm just saying that you're very hard on yourself and you shouldn't be so hard on yourself.
Thanks, Jazz. I love you.
Like AMK.
AMK.
Talking
Don't
about
use me as an
AMK,
example.
She, you know, when she was younger, she was overweight at one state and she lost the weight on her own, and then she became a personal trainer. And then you had to make a really hard decision when you put on weight again.
Yeah.
You know, which you were so confident when you put on weight
and then
again.
on top of that, a lot of the weight was from her medication as well.
I know.
It was, you know what I mean? Like
She
it was
was
a
in
hard
a different
decision. It was
health,
a different health
situation,
journey,
you know, and I feel like you had to make that decision, which was really hard because you had built a platform of love yourself and you can train, you can eat healthy, you can do it. Like that was like your thing at one point, you know? So for you to say, well, you were never going to hide that you did the weight loss surgery. That
Never.
was never an
Yeah,
option
you
for
always
you.
showed that.
You
I was
were
never gonna
always
hide it.
going to be public about it, which, you know, we all appreciate. Like I'm sure everyone
Yeah, of
appreciates. They
course.
always tell you every day when people meet you, you know, and family. But it's like you made that decision because you knew it was best for you at that stage in your life.
Yeah.
You know, you didn't have it in you anymore to keep fighting it. And you were at a point where you're like, you know what, I'm so confident and I'm so happy in my
That
body.
was the problem.
That you didn't want to put yourself through thinking about food and
I
losing
didn't even
weight.
want to eat healthy. Like I
you know?
didn't want to eat healthy. I didn't want to even push myself to lose weight because
you
I was
were
like, I'm so hot.
And you were way more confident when you put on the weight than you were when you
I was-
when you were
yeah.
skinny,
Before that.
when you were young, you
Yeah.
know.
And that's why, even sorry to cut you off, but
Yeah.
when AMK did do that consultation, like, you know how you have to see a therapist?
no, you answered the psychologist like to me. Oh, all right, yeah,
Yeah, because like they would ask questions to make sure it's not like just to do it for confidence. They
They were making sure that I wanted to do it.
Yeah.
I wasn't just doing it.
And then she's like, when she realized that, Amri's like, oh my God, she's literally the most confident person she's ever met. She's like, okay, she's going to be completely fine. She's going to be even hotter and even more confident
it's
after
actually
that.
quite dangerous.
You know, like obviously, it's without a question asked, the best way to become healthy is by doing it naturally, the way you did it
1,000,000%.
originally. You know, but that's a personal
But not
I agree
everyone's
with that.
circumstances
I
are the
agree with
same.
that.
you know, and not everyone has the luxury to do what you did.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like at the end of the day, you own it and you did it because you knew it was the right
You
thing
didn't
for you
lie
to
to
do.
anyone, you didn't
and it
hide
wasn't
it
an
to
easy
anyone.
decision for you
No,
to
it
make.
took-
You
it
would
took
cry. You literally cried every time you went to an appointment.
I
because
did.
you didn't want to do it.
Because you
Yeah.
knew in your
Literally.
core that you wanted girls to not feel like, because you knew the influence that you have.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I
You know?
didn't want, like, I think one of the why am I gonna cry?
Oh, here we go.
Oh no.
Here we go, guys.
Not at this.
Blend your contour. Blend your jawline.
Let me put lipstick on first and lip liner.
Y'all girls are just sensitive today.
Oh God.
Both of you crying.
Wait, can I cry at a different point? No, my makeup is gonna go everywhere.
Oh my God. This is such a bad idea.
No, it's fine.
Whose decision was
We're doing
this?
good, guys. We are doing good.
What I was
anyways.
saying.
You were basically so confident. Nothing changed. You were
Yeah,
just,
but what I was saying is that one of the reasons why I didn't want to lose it, I didn't want to, do the surgery, is crazy. So there was a couple of reasons actually. One, I didn't want to be boring after the surgery.
Yeah.
You didn't want to lose yourself.
Yeah, I thought I didn't want to lose myself. And I think what makes me me is my personality
Yeah.
and my spark.
Yes.
And I was scared because
queen.
a lot of people, and I'm sure a lot of people will agree, a majority of the people that do the weight loss surgery lose something in
Yeah.
themselves. I've seen it,
Yeah.
right? We know a lot of people that have done it and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And not only do they lose something, like they lose their spark, right? And initially I thought it was maybe just because of the surgery.
Yeah.
But I think it's a lot of other factors as well, like the foods that you eat after the surgery. Are you training?
Yeah.
Are you
Yeah.
keeping up with your mental
Are you
health?
eating the right foods? Like
Are
as in,
you
like, the
actually
nutritious
confident?
foods, yeah.
Especially because a lot of the people, when you're bigger, it's easy to hide behind your personality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because your personality can carry
That. Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? But I've always had this personality.
Yeah.
No matter what.
Yeah.
I was scared though that maybe after the surgery I was going to
You would
lose it
lose it.
because I wasn't losing weight naturally. I thought
Yeah.
it was going to be something
Yeah.
that comes with it. I also love food so much I thought I was going to be depressed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's very hard for you. at
That
the
was, I
beginning.
think, the biggest reason why you didn't do
Yeah,
it for a
but
long
also
time as well.
on thirdly, I was thinking
Like
how
your fact you love ordering everything and trying everything. Like, that's
yeah,
the thing.
I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna be depressed. I'm actually gonna be
Yeah.
depressed. And also another thing is I was worried, like I actually thought so hard, like how is it gonna look if I do the surgery and I'm AMK? Like move with AMK, anti-bullying, body positive, self-worth, love yourself. But then like it got to the point, to be honest, because it took me a year to actually think about
Yeah.
it and be sure. But it
Which
got
is,
to
I think, really good. that
Yeah,
you
it's
I
good
took
you
my
gave yourself
time.
the time.
Yeah.
You didn't
Yeah.
like ignore how
Yeah.
your gut was feeling.
but I think it got to the point where it's like I'm not healthy right now.
Yeah.
Let's just put it that way. Not
It's
only
not
was
so
I
much
was
just to lose weight.
yeah,
It's like you actually want
I was
treating your body
confident.
right. Yeah.
Confidence never left the building with me.
just
Confidence
it just
was
grew.
always
yeah,
in the
Confidence
but
grew.
I wasn't healthy and I wasn't comfortable.
Yeah.
And I
And there was
also
a lot of things you wanted to wear,
Like-
which you could still wear back then, but they literally
or they wouldn't fit.
It wouldn't fit you.
Yeah,
The sizes
I
that they had,
wore
which is so
as a-
stupid.
Even
In my,
That's
yeah.
a whole nother conversation.
Yeah,
That's a whole
but
nother
before
conversation,
the
but-
surgery, just so for everyone have some context that maybe is new here, I was always wearing tight short clothes. Right? I never had a problem with showing my body.
Yeah.
But I was very limited in the sense where, like, you probably see now in all my content, and Jazzy always tells me to stop buying little pleated skirts.
Yeah.
But I do not stop wearing pleated skirts. I love it. But I couldn't even wear it back then because they didn't stretch. So
Yeah.
They weren't stretchy.
Yeah, it's
Nothing
not
fit
practical.
me.
Like you could put it on for a photo, but you couldn't. do
exactly.
anything.
So one of the main reasons also that I did the surgery is because I wasn't comfortable. And I feel like how can I be like, and also like I'm young, but I'm not young. Like I'm not 18 years old, 19 years old, have all this time. I want to be
Yeah.
able to use
Yeah,
what
and
time I
yeah.
have and be able to express myself.
the way you want
And
to,
the
not
wa-
worry.
Yeah, I want to wear the clothes that I want to wear. I want to wear cute little pleated skirts.
Exactly.
And button ups.
part of
and,
who you are.
And it's a part of who I am and a part of what I aspired myself to be and how
Yeah.
I wanted to show
The world,
who
you
I
are.
am.
Yeah.
Right? So yeah, it just got to the point where I remember we went to the shops, Jazz, to Miranda. And I just came back home crying because like I'm not crying. On that day, I tried to like layer an outfit instead of it being just like the strapless
a
black
tight-
dress.
yeah.
And I tried to layer an outfit so I looked more cute. So I laid an outfit. I was dripping sweat.
Like you looked so cute.
I looked cute, but
you
it
were
was
not
like you were
comfortable.
I was uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Plus, I looked
There
cute,
was
but
so
now
many
looking back, I
factors.
did
Yeah.
not look cute because
Yeah. Like,
I
yeah.
looked like I was gonna I looked so uncomfortable.
looked uncomfortable.
So I remember I was like, you know what? What is AMK about? Like, it's about what do I stand for?
Being happy.
It's about being
who
healthy.
you are, yeah.
I was not healthy, full stop. And if I need to do the surgery or not do the surgery or
Yeah.
eat better or whatever the situation is, whatever I had to do at that stage is what I did. And at that point, most more than anything, the doctor was obviously telling me to do it.
Yeah.
I said, I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
And at the end of
And
the
I think
day,
you did it at the most perfect time as well. You didn't do it where you had doubt.
yeah, and I wanted, and I knew I also was going to share my journey. I just waited a couple of months because I wanted to go through it because I share everything about myself online.
Yeah.
I wanted to make sure that when I start sharing my journey, I want to make sure that I understand what I was going through.
exactly.
Not just
So
like make it
yeah.
out as if it's this la-di-da-da
Yeah.
thing.
And then
where
I
it's
thought,
not.
yeah, I stand for being healthy and I stand for putting your health first,
Yeah.
and that's what I did.
Yeah, and always being
And
honest
so
with
be it. And I
everyone.
was honest, and so I'm really happy about that.
So I
Go
think
ahead.
like going back to trends with bodies and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, when you know that it's something that's important for you and it's something that you have confidence in the decision and you've worked on that self-love and that self-confidence, how you are naturally and how you already are, then you can make that decision for yourself.
Exactly.
But just
like example, me waiting a year.
exactly.
Making
like,
sure it's the right choice.
You know, us all still not having lip filler because we're all still not sure that that's actually what we want to do. You know, like just really be patient. Some people, I know so many of my friends have gone and done fillers and done lip fillers or whatever, BBLs, and they're so happy. Like they made the decision for themselves. And it honestly looks amazing. Like it looks incredible. But just make that decision for yourself. Don't be persuaded from other people. Don't be persuaded from trends. Try trends if they're not dangerous, you know, as long as you're happy and you find yourself along the way. You know, I think that that's really, really important, guys.
I agree.
Question, Raf, house time? 10 minutes? All right, because I need to make sure my makeup is done. So Crystal, can you talk? So I can do my makeup.
Anyways,
okay.
You know, when I was younger, Crystal used to always do my makeup before she was a makeup artist.
I remember
my
that.
makeup artist.
I was always your makeup artist.
Even in school, when I went to parties in school, you used to do my makeup.
And it wasn't the best, sorry.
No, it was so cute.
It was cute.
And my inspiration of beauty when I was in school was like Selena Gomez. She was.
Because you gave off her vibes. A lot of people said you actually look like Selena Gomez when you were younger as well.
And then someone in school told me, "You don't look like Selena Gomez." Who told you that?
I'll tell them to relax themselves, go get a life.
But I definitely
don't even talk about people in school.
thought that I looked like Selena Gomez.
Don't make it started.
She was my beauty standard. I think she was kind of like the beauty standard of my generation. And I used to always get Crystal to do my makeup like her. So we used to always do like the smoky, no lashes, just like smoky eyeshadow with like black.
We never used to do lashes. That's crazy.
No lashes.
Except for your 18th birthday, I think we did.
I think we tried it the first time.
But it was like
then.
a bit, it wasn't glued on properly if I remember correctly.
But that's why you are stuck doing my makeup forever.
I know.
Because I was your OG model.
That's true.
And even when you did your first makeup course, I told you that you were contouring crooked.
Unevenly, yes.
And that her contour skills were not good.
I don't even know that.
Crystal K, the amazing Australian makeup artist, was once terrible at makeup.
I actually was terrible at lashes as well.
I'm joking. You were actually always really good, but I helped you like get out of your head, I think. And
you still help me. You and Amory still help me get out of my head now.
Oh, Crystal,
with a lot of things.
that's really cute.
It's the truth.
I feel like as an artist, I'm always getting persuaded with my look to like
Change
make it
something or
better or make it more like on brand. I feel that's like, I think that's a little bit different to your typical beauty standards. But I do feel like I need my hair to be more, like, I don't know, like colored or blonde.
Jasmine, you cannot ruin your hair, please.
But then I'll have no hair left.
You have no hair
So
left.
it's like, do I want to have no hair left and be blonde and beautiful? Or do I want to be natural and gorgeous with brown?
Just wear a wig.
Yeah.
Wear a wig.
By the way, now I have
wig.
barely, like my hair is
No, you have good hair, but you need to save it. I would say keep it more natural. And then wear a wig. Or if you want to be blondier, I don't know how to say it.
Blonder.
Then just do blonde highlights at the front of your, like face framing, so it's not throughout your hair.
Yeah.
Is there something in your eye?
There's something in my eye.
Okay.
This happens quite often, guys.
This is the norm for Jasmine.
Guys, my lips have it into the chart.
This is a very typical day in the life of Jazzy
Guys,
K.
I love how I'm just chilling like you guys are doing your makeup.
It's so hard.
Sometimes, just because you're a professional,
I'm not saying I love my makeup, but I'm just saying I'm done.
honestly, there's something gets stuck in
So
my
there's
eye.
a piece of hair that's on my lip. I need to get rid of it.
Well, now I'm everyone's assistant.
Oh, it's there.
Oh, yeah.
Something gets stuck in my eye on the most inconvenient time possible every single time. It's like once my makeup is done, all of a sudden, something is stuck in my eye. And it's like, really?
You focus on that then.
I wonder how my makeup looks on camera right now.
I have a question for you guys.
Oh my God,
and
yes.
for myself
Can you
too.
do that actually? Because so we can, you lead so we can finish our makeup.
I'm doing that right now.
Go, Ja. Yeah,
I
lead.
think I got it. I got
Do you need my help?
No, I got it. I'm actually
Focus.
I now know, guys, on my resume that I can do my makeup with a microphone in front of me. I'm
amazing.
going to add that
We
to
love
my
that for
resume.
you.
What's your question, Crystal?
Okay, my question is, what do you think you will change completely about your makeup routine in the next 5 years? So looking back at how you do it now.
Like, what do you think we're not going to like in 5 years?
what do you think you will hate or like completely change in your makeup?
I think firstly, as long as you're still doing my makeup in 5 years,
Let's hope
I'm
I have
gonna
a
like
child
my
in
makeup.
5 years.
You
and
can
then
still do
maybe
makeup
I'll
and have
train my
babies.
child to do your makeup.
I will hold your child while you do my makeup. It's fine. Also, I think honestly, the most thing that we're gonna look back on and cringe will probably be our eyebrows.
Do you think that, Amory?
Maybe
Personally?
more AMK.
I think, yeah, because I personally think she needs to change her
Yeah,
eyebrows. I love her eyebrows.
There's
so mean.
more
But to an
improvement
extent.
in AMK's makeup to be made. Like, as in your makeup always looks beautiful
Yeah.
in your style, but I
But
feel
if-
like there's more room for improvement.
Oh, I think there's a million rooms
Yeah.
for
That you're gonna
improvement.
look when you perfect it one day. You're gonna look back and be like,
Yeah.
I could have done this so much better."
Yeah.
I wish I
definitely
listened.
think my eyebrows have a lot of work.
Yeah, and I think maybe you're like this situation.
What situation is
thick
that?
Like I love thick eyeliner and thick lashes, but I feel like one day you're gonna get it even nice, like clean.
Oh yeah,
and then you're
I always
be
think
like,
I always think that maybe it would be eyeliner for
Yeah.
me, but I've been wearing eyeliner since I was 17 years old. It's like a part of me.
I
It's
know,
like a
but
part
I
of-
feel
not
like
just-
it could be
wrong with
done
that.
differently.
it could be better. I definitely think I could do it better.
But you do it really well to lift your eyes. I just think maybe a little bit shorter.
do we think, guys?
But then again, the question
what do you guys think?
What do you guys think?
How about you, Jazzy? What do you think you'll not like in the next 5 years?
I feel like, to be honest, every time I look back at a year-old photo of me, it's
Yeah.
always, I think my eyebrows, because my eyebrows are naturally straight, so I know that they suit me the most when they're straight. But I think more about the way that they're like
Filled in or
filled
like
in
gelled,
or
the way you gel
carved
them.
or gelled. I always look back and I'm like, oh my god, why do they look so blocky at the front?
I
there?
think the more natural you leave your brows and just like kind of
It's
lift them
better.
with gel, it's better.
I think
overall.
kind of what you do for me now
Yeah.
has probably been my favorite.
Me
And
too.
since I thinned them a little
Yeah.
bit as well, I think thinner and straight is like the best option for me.
Yeah.
How about you? What do you think?
I reckon. I mean,
AMK just not listening to Crystal.
I'm listening.
I reckon my eyebrows I might change a little bit here and there depending on like my mood in that phase of my life.
Yeah.
But I definitely do like the more straighter brow on me. I feel like
Overall.
I love the way I look more.
Yeah.
Overall.
Do you know what I think yours is gonna be?
Let me answer first
Oh, okay,
because
sorry,
you
go.
might get it and you'll ruin it for me.
Go.
Well, lately, a massive thing I've changed about myself with makeup wise, I kind of like the cluster lashes, like the fuller lashes and the snatched.
Yeah.
I always used to only do snatched, which I love.
Yeah.
But now I change it up every now and then and I love
Yeah.
the way it looks.
Yeah.
So I might go back
To snatch.
to snatch. I feel
Yeah.
like that's my OG.
Oh,
That's like my personality, which
Love
I
that.
love. And I do it really well. I must say so myself. Like I feel like I can really lift.
You are the queen of
I'm a
snatched.
really good, like I can really, really lift the eye and the face with the lashes. So that might change. So I might go in and out of phases depending where my life's at.
Yeah,
what
that's true.
Events are on.
I
and this,
feel
that.
like the biggest thing that you're gonna look back on is your lip liner.
No, I actually love my lip liner.
Yeah, but I think sometimes you overdo
I
it.
reckon-
100%. Like I look back at
yeah.
last week, it was horrible.
It's like
Last
our,
week
it's like
was a
our
bit too
lip
much.
filler replacement. Our lip
Yeah.
liner.
Yeah.
We
Guys,
all
if we
overline
can
our
just
lips.
like, if you just remember me like 10, 15 minutes ago, I had no lips.
In case you forgot.
Now I have lips.
like
Oh my
this,
God.
like how I have mine now is pretty decent. It's not horrible.
Yeah, no, it's good now.
But
Yeah.
I can't do a full glam without
Unless you
overlining my lips.
overline.
It's just like
Yeah,
not
you
happening.
don't like it.
But without makeup, I love my lips naturally.
Yeah.
But that's just, it is what it is.
All right,
Maybe
guys.
5 years we'll have lip filler.
Maybe.
Oh,
We might-
maybe next episode.
Tomorrow.
Next episode.
Oh wait, next season. Next
season maybe.
Oh, guys,
Oh my
I
God.
think I hear. What do I hear?
Yeah.
What do you hear? Oh,
Me.
is that the?
I hear the
Is that the-
hotline.
The K Doll Hotline.
Oh no.
Oh my god. I think someone needs help.
Yes.
One
It's
of
a
our
K Doll
followers
hotline.
Let's see who
have
it
a
is.
question.
Do I answer it right now?
Yes,
Answer
now.
it.
Wait,
Free.
am I ready? Like, do I
Yes,
look ready?
you look
cute.
very nice.
All right.
You look glammed up.
Hello, welcome to the K Dolls Hotline. This is AMK. This is
Why
AMK.
did answer again with your own voice.
Hello, this is AMK. Welcome to the K Doll Hotline. How can I help you?
Give it to us.
All right. So one of our girls would like to know. So how does it feel now that one of us is about to move out?
Oh, that's a cute question.
That's really cute.
Oh, okay.
Like,
We
how do we
cry-
feel about that situation?
We
cry
cry
about it
often. We
We
cry
do.
often.
Yeah.
I feel because we're all very close.
Yeah.
Like we're very close sisters.
We're not gonna cry now.
We're not gonna cry now.
Yeah.
But we're not sad that you're
Like we're
moving out.
happy.
It's not like, I feel like it's like not sad because it's not like the olden days where you're just getting taken away and you're gone. We're gonna like probably be with you the next morning when you wake
Poor
up.
Ramsey, Crystal's future husband,
Yeah.
does not know what he's in
He
for.
doesn't
Because we come,
understand.
we're part of the package.
He doesn't understand that it's just me and him. at the
He's
house.
married all of us.
He's married all us.
Yeah.
Poor
I
thing.
think honestly, like it's a bit sad. Like as in not sad.
I think it's gonna be sad. I feel
I
like
think it's
mum
just
and dad will feel
the more sad.
emotional than you guys.
Yeah.
Amber's gonna cry now.
Oh no, don't cry.
Why are you
Yeah.
crying? You just did your makeup.
Well, then
No,
if you
but
want to
in a
know
good-
how we feel, Amber
Yeah.
is crying.
I
But
think
not
it's
in a
not
bad
sad.
way,
No,
just
it's
like-
not sad. It's just like a new moment.
But you know what? We're really happy for you.
Because I'm sad because I want to move out.
You can move out.
And you're leaving me.
Amber, you can
No,
move out.
but
You're gonna have your own fridge.
I think we're happy. We're happy
No,
for
we're
Crystal
actually so
because she's
happy.
gonna have her own space
Yeah.
and
Yes,
your
and
own
yeah.
kitchen and your own
It's
everything.
gonna be
no
so
one is
fun.
gonna be harassing you about the way you eat and your
please,
dirty
yeah.
fingers and this and
Oh my
that.
God, don't have that.
I know.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like
I
no
know.
one's gonna be like pinpointing everything that
That's
you do.
true.
You're just gonna
I think
have your own
I think
life.
it's gonna be like the best. And honestly,
Yeah.
like
I think
we're
so.
just
I feel
gonna
like
be
it's
at
gonna
your house
I
all
feel
the
like it's
time.
gonna be a relaxing time of all of our lives, not just mine.
Yeah.
I
Because
agree.
you guys now we have another place. Like you guys have another place to go to.
Yeah, like we're coming to your house
You come
every
to
day.
my house and like you know
every
it's a
single day.
different setting. It's a different vibe.
We've
it's a
already set
different-
up the gym in your
Yeah, so
garage.
we set up
Yeah.
our gym.
So
Yeah.
I'm
I
gonna
told
be
her I
there
want like
every
a
have
couch
spare
at the front where I
rooms.
can do my editing
Yeah.
while we're all hanging
Exactly.
over.
I still have my beauty room where I'll be doing your makeup. Like it's still a vibe. It's just not every single day. As in, no,
Everyone's
no,
gonna cry again.
no. I mean, not every single day.
Malfunction.
Like we're not gonna wake up to each other.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
No.
That's what it is. I'm not gonna. Like I'm not gonna give Anne-Marie.
You know what, guys? The truth is that we don't know how we're gonna feel until
Let's
it
wait
happens.
till it happens. Let's get married.
And then we're all gonna have to.
We can
just
talk
like,
about that in
Whoa.
season 2.
Talk
Get
about
back
it
to
later.
you. We'll let you know how we feel in season 2 once I'm married and moved out.
Exactly.
But
We'll give
if-
you an update.
But for me to answer about how I feel,
Yeah.
I'm very excited.
Yeah.
But I'm not sad because I know I'm going to see you guys every day, basically.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like,
And we obviously know that you're in the most happiest relationship, so you're going to be so happy
yeah, I
to
think
have
I
your
think that's
space.
when it's less sad.
less sad
For real.
Yeah, because we know that
because
you're going to
know,
be okay.
I've been Ramsey
Yeah.
for so long and I'm who I am with
Yeah.
Ramsey as I am
Yeah.
by myself.
and he
So-
doesn't ban us.
He doesn't ban us. Sisters.
He loves us. He put our table together for
Yes,
the
he put
podcast.
this
Oh
table
yeah,
together.
and he carried. Oh my
He
God,
carried our
we're gonna
couches.
insert the video. He last minute went and picked up the couches for us and drove. We drove to the furniture place, back to the furniture place, back
And then
here.
he dropped it off. put
and
it
he
together
dropped
and
it
went
off.
home. Yeah.
So basically, he built this with his own 2 hands.
We love you, Ramsey.
Applause for Ramsey.
And we have to say Mike too because
he's
Mike
gonna get very upset. We love you,
Mike
Mike.
as
We
well.
love you, Mike.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
All right, well, that brings us to the end of episode 2.
Can I just say one more thing?
Yeah, you can say it.
No judging our makeup today because we don't know how the
I
lighting
really
looks.
feel
Just
like
put
I feel
that
like
out there.
I'm not liking it, but I reckon
I think you'll look cute on the camera.
I feel like everyone should comment who did their favorite makeup
No,
look
no, no,
today.
please. I'm gonna get.
No, we should act. They'll probably
I
like
think
yours
it's
the
cute.
most.
Yeah, they'll probably like yours the most because right now I'm
I
not
like yours.
vibing.
It actually looks
Did it
really
actually-
nice.
Maybe because I have a
Yeah.
light and I'm not doing it in a dark
Yeah.
That's
purple
true. It
room.
looks good. Good job.
But like, I think we did okay for what we are working with.
yeah.
So that's all I. Just
Thanks,
wanna put out
guys,
there.
for listening. We love you so
and
much.
don't forget that if you want to be featured in the next episode, send us your questions.
Yes, please.
And
We're
we will
waiting.
get them on our cute little magical K Doll's phone. All right.
the K Doll
Love you
Hotline.
guys.
See you next episode. Bye. Mwah.
Mwah. Yay.
Love.
Slay. Was it all right?
I hope this makes your workday funner.